BK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Salagia, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemor Alathun by Hashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm preaching Officer 50 Quran Yahweh, and this is the Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. Tonight we're going to be going over the nations, right? Israel, the enemies of Israel, the other nations, the Gentiles, and I'm going to be going over a couple of animals found in the scriptures. So let's get it started. The first word I want to get into is the word enemy, right? Which are all the other nations on planet Earth to Israel, right? And in the Hebrew, it's pronounced Ayab. Let's see that. Okay, enemy or Ayab in the Hebrew, right? Okay. Enemy or Ayab in the Hebrew. Syrian spelling, ancient spelling. Ayab. The Ya and Ba sound connect at the end of the word Ayab, which is enemy, right? Next we have Gentiles. Right? Like, let me make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit the word in there. Gentile, right? Which is pronounced Goyah in the Hebrew. Right? Marker going out a little bit. Okay, Gentile or Goyah in the Hebrew, right? You have your Syrian spelling, Goyah, your ancient spelling, Salakia. Salakia, if the connector's wrong. Salakia. The Syrian spelling for Goyah or Gentile in English, right? The Syrian spelling, Gaw, the Ga and Y sound connect right there. Yah for Goyah, which means Gentile, right? That first nation we're going to start with is Israel, all right? Israel, which is found in Genesis 25, right? Put a small note of that at the top. Right? Israel, or Yashar Allah. Right? Israel or Yashar Allah, right? That's a lot. That's a little bit bigger. Y'all can see that. Okay, Israel or Yashar Allah, right? The Syrian spelling, right? Ancient spelling, Yashar, the Shah and Ra sound connect right there. Allah, the I, Salakia. Yashar, the Shah and Ra sound connect right there. Allah, Israel or Yashar Allah in the Holy Tongue, all right? Quick recap. Enemy, Ayab, right? Syrian spelling, right? Ancient spelling, Ayab. The Ya and Ba sound connect at the end of that word. Next, we have Gentile or Goya, right? In the Holy Tongue. Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling. Gaul, the Ga and Y sound connect. Ya, Goya. Next, we have Israel, found in Genesis 25, or Yashar Allah, right? Syrian spelling, right? Ancient spelling. Yashar, the Shah and Ra sound connect right there. Allah, Yashar Allah, Israel, right? And now let's get into the enemies of Israel, right? Or the Ayabium, which means enemies plural. The yum is plural, right? Now, first we have the biggest enemy of Israel, the so-called oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of, Edom, right? Edom, or Adawam. Adawam. Right? Edom or Adawan. So let me make this smaller so I can fit more words up here. See? Okay, that's perfect. Edom or Adawan. Okay, Edom or Adawam, Assyrian spelling for Adawam, ancient spelling for Adawam. Adawam. The Y and my sound connect to make Adawam or Edom in English, which is the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Also located in Genesis 25. All right. Next, we have Moab. Which is the so-called Chinese, and the nations that come from the Chinese. It's like it located in Genesis 19. Pronounced Mawa'aba, right? Mawa'aba is Moab, right? So y'all can see that. Moab or Mawa'aba, right? Which is once again the so-called Chinese. Assyrian spelling for Mawa'aba, ancient spelling for Mawa'aba. Mawa'aba. No connectors in there. All of those characters have their own sounds by themselves, right? Next we have Ammon. Ammon. Right? Located also in Genesis 29. I mean, Salakia, not Genesis 29. Genesis 19, right? Which is the so-called Japanese. And this is pronounced Imawan. Imawan. Right? So y'all can see that. Look, it's bigger. Right? Ammon, so-called Japanese, pronounced Imawan in the Hebrew, right? Okay. Ammon or Anawan, located in the book of Genesis, chapter 19, which is the Japanese, right? Syrian spelling for Anawan, right? Ancient spelling for Anawan. I, ma, wan. The Y and not sound connect at the end of that word to make Anawan, right? Next we have Ishmael. Which is the so-called Arabs. Slovakia. Located in Genesis 16. Pronounced Yashamai Allah. All right. Shit, I'm not enough room for this. We should be 12. Okay. Ishmael, located in Genesis 16, which is the Arabs, right? Pronounced Yashamai Allah. All right. You have your Assyrian spelling for Yashamai Allah, your ancient spelling. Yashamai, the ma and I sound connect right there. Allah. All right. Okay, quick recap. Edom, which is the so-called oppressor, so-called Caucasian, right? Located in Genesis 25, Genesis 25th chapter, right? Pronounced Adawam in the Holy Tongue. Assyrian spelling for Adawam. Ancient spelling, Adawam. The Y and my sound connect at the end of that word. Next, we have Moab, located in Genesis 19, or Mawa'aba, which is the so-called Chinese today, right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, Mawa'aba, no connectors in that word. Next, we have Ammon, located in Genesis 19, pronounced Anawan, which is the Japanese today, all right? Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling, I, ma, wan. The Y and na sound connect at the end of that word. Okay, and then we have Ishmael, right? Located in Genesis 16, which is the so-called Arabs, pronounced Yashamai Allah, right? We got your Syrian spelling for Yashamai Allah, your ancient spelling, Yashamai, the ma and I sound connect, Allah, for Ishmael, so-called Arabs, right? Okay, next we have Elam, right? Located in Genesis 10. Pronounced Ayalam. Ayalam, which is the so-called East Indian, right? So-called East Indian. Elam or Ayalam in the Holy Tongue, right? Okay. Elam or Ayalam, right? In the Hebrew, so-called East Indians. Your Syrian spelling, your ancient spelling, Alam. The la and my sound connect at the end of that word. Located in Genesis, the 10th chapter. Next, we have Japhet, right? Also located in Genesis, the 10th chapter. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Japhet or Japhet, right? Which is your so-called Tongans, Samoans, Hawaiians, Polynesians in general, and Aborigines of Australia, and your Filipinos, right? Pronounced Yapat. Slovakia. Yapat. Slovakia. Yeah, hot. Japhet or Yapath, located in Genesis 10, which is a so-called Tongans, Samoans, Polynesians, Hawaiians, Aboriginal Australians, and Filipinos. The people of Fiji as well, and a couple of other ethnic groups that fit in that category of those people that are the original inhabitants of Europe, right? Yapath, pronounced in the Hebrew. Salakia. Your Syrian spelling for Yapath, ancient spelling. Yapath. The pa and fa sound connect at the end of that word. All right. Next, we have Ham, which is a so-called Africans as a whole. Also located in Genesis 10, pronounced Kham. Not to be confused with Kham, but Kham with a CH. All right. Right. Ham or Ham, right, which is the so-called Africans as a whole, located in Genesis 10. Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling. Ham, the Ka and my sound connect, right? So I'm gonna do a quick recap. Elam or Ayalam, which is your so-called East Indians, located in Genesis 10, right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling. I, Ya, Lam. The La and Ma sound connect at the end of that word. Next, we have Japhet or Yapath in the Holy Tongue, also located in Genesis 10, all right, which is your so-called Aboriginal Australians, Tonga Samoans, Polynesians as a whole, Hawaiians, Filipinos, the people of Fiji also, right? Yeah, pot. Syrian spelling right here. Ancient spelling over here. Yeah, pot. The pot and pot sound connected at the end of that word to make your pot, right? Ham or Kam, located in Genesis 10, which is the people, the indigenous people of the continent of Africa, right? And we're gonna get into them specifically right after this. Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling. Kam, the Ka and Ma sound connect to make that word, right? Next, we have Mizraim, which are so-called Egyptians. Also located in Genesis 10. Pronounced in the Holy Tongue, Matazarium. Matazarium, okay? Mizraim or Matazarium, right? Pronounced in the Hebrew, which is your so-called Egyptians, the original Egyptians, the same Egyptians from the book of Exodus that had the children of Israel in slavery. Assyrian spelling for Matazarium, right? Ancient spelling, Tazar, the Tazar and Ra sound connect right there. Yum. The ya and ma sound connect right there for Matazorian, right? Which is one of the tribes of the African nations of Ham or Ham, right? Next we have Canaan. Which are your South Africans, right? Also located in Genesis 10, pronounced Canaan. Genesis 10, where Canaan is located, which is the South Africans, pronounced Canaan, right? Canaan or Canaan. Syrian spelling for Canaan, ancient spelling. Ka-na-ain. The I and na sound connect at the end of that word. Okay, quick recap on these two tribes of Hamites. Mizraim or Matazorian, which is the original Egyptians, right? Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling. Ma-tazor, Taza and Ra sound connect right there. Yum, the Ya and Ma sound connect right there. And then we have Salakia, Canaan or Canaan, right? Which is located also in Genesis 10. And these are your South Africans, right? The Canaanites inhabited the land of Canaan, the promised land promised to the children of Israel through the covenant of Abraham. And these are the people where the Hivites and Hittites come from, and also the Philistines, right? Canaan, Canaan, right? The Syrian spelling for this word, or this nation rather, Salakia. Ancient spelling, Ka-na-ain. The I and na sound connect at the end of that word, all right? Erase these real quick. We got two more nations to go over, and then I'm gonna go over a couple of animals found in the scriptures. Since the Lord likens these heathens to be beasts, I thought it would be, neat to go over a couple of animals found in the scriptures. All right. Next, we have Cush, also located in Genesis 10, which is your so-called Ethiopians, Somalians, and the people of Djibouti. Pronounced Qadash. Qadash, right? Cush or Kawash, so a lot of you are located in Genesis, the 10th chapter, which is your Ethiopians, Somalians, and the people of Djibouti. Right? Syrian spelling for Qadash, ancient spelling for Qadash. Qadash. The Y and Sha sound connect at the end of that word. All right. And then last we have put or foot, right? Which is the original people of Libya, also located in Genesis, the 10th chapter. Pronounced Pawat. Pawat, right? Located Genesis, the 10th chapter. Your original Libyans, right? Okay. So yeah, foot or put, pronounced Pawat in the Hebrew, located in Genesis, the 10th chapter in the Holy Bible. And these are your original Libyans, right? Syrian spelling for Pawat, ancient spelling for Pawat. Pawat. The Y and T sound connect at the end of that word. Okay. So I'm gonna do a quick recap. All right. Cush or Qadash, located in Genesis, the 10th chapter. Ethiopians, Somalians, and the people of Djibouti, or Djiboutians. I don't know if they call them that, Salaki, right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, Qadash. The Y and Sha sound connect at the end of that word to make the nation of Cush or Qadash, right? Foot, located in the book of Genesis, the 10th chapter, right? Pronounced Pawat, all right? Which is the original people of Libya, right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, Pawat, right? The Y and T sound connect at the end of that word, right? And now we're gonna get into, so where that eraser go? Put it somewhere. Oh, I got it. Now we're gonna get into, there's a few animals in the scriptures, few animals located in the scriptures. Like it, let me grab my notes. First, we have dog, right? Dog, right? Which is kalab, right? Dog or kalab in the Hebrew, all right? Assyrian spelling, right? Ancient spelling, kalab. The la and ba sound connect at the end of that word, all right? Next, we have lamb. Lamb. Which is Shaha. All right, Shaha. Lamb or Shahah. Syrian spelling, ancient spelling. Shahah. No connector right there in that word for lamb. Shahah. Right? Next we have calf. Calf. Which is bakwar. Bakwar. All right. Calf or bakwar, right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, bakwar. The qua and ra sound connect at the end of that word. All right. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. You got dog, kalab, right? Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling, kalab. The la and ba sound connect at the end of that word, kalab, which is dog. Lamb or shahah in the ancient tongue, I'm sorry, in the holy tongue, right? Assyrian for shahah, ancient for shahah. Shahah, no connector in that word whatsoever for shahah, which is lamb, all right? Next we have calf or bakwar, right? Assyrian spelling, ancient spelling, bakwar, right? The qua and ra sound connect right there, all right? A few more of these. I'm going to let it end it. You tune in, make sure you put your name, city, and state so we can mark you down for attendance. If you're working on that Hebrew name, we want to get you marked down for attendance so you can go ahead and share yourself with the world and come up in this body up under command of General Yohana to serve Christ. All right? Next, we have swine, kazayar, right? Which is a pig. It's an unlawful animal, all right? So I feel that not too good. All right, swine or kazayar, all right? Swine, right? Or kazayar in the Hebrew. Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, kazayar, all right? Okay, next we have ram. Ram or a yaw. Ram or Ayal in the Hebrew, all right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling. Y'all, the Yah and La sound connect right there. Okay, so a lot of y'all wrote these words kind of big, so I'm gonna do a quick recap on these too. Swine, which is a pig, pronounced Kazayor, right? Syrian spelling for Kazayor, ancient spelling for Kazayor. Kazayor. The Yah and Ra sound connect right there at the end of the word. Next, we have Ram or Ayah, right? The Syrian spelling for the word Ayah, ancient spelling Ayah. The Yah and La sound connect at the end of that word, all right? I'm gonna do a few more, then I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And we have fish, or the guy, fish, or the guy, right? Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, the guy, high sound connect at the end of that word, right? Then we have sheep. Sheep. Which is Taza'an. Sheep, Taza'an, right? The Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, Taza'an, right? Okay, quick recap. We have fish or daga, Syrian spelling, ancient spelling, the ga, high sound connect at the end of that word. And then we have sheep or Taza'an in the Lashawan Qadash. Syrian, ancient, Taza'an, the I and not sound connect at the end of that word, all right? That concludes this week's Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabarak Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamor Allah Thun Ba'ashem Yahweh Salaki. Yahweh Shamor Allah Thun Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Like, share, subscribe this video, pay your tithes, and shalom, Israel.